Ooh. Got that a little too much. All right. We got gas out of the way. Now it's time to ride. So we can cue the music. Well, hello YouTube. It's me, Dewey. Welcome back to my channel. I am back on the bike today, and I hope that you enjoyed that last series from my trip this summer. I had a lot of fun on the trip. I wish that I had a helmet microphone to put some commentary in there for that, but I do hope you enjoyed it. Today I am just out riding east of Portland, going along the Bull Run Reservoir area, so this is just a great place to ride. Some of these roads are a little broken up, so you kind of got to be on your toes if you're on a faster bike. On the BMW, with the suspension it has, it really just soaks a lot of it up. You can kind of put it where you want, and don't worry about it, it'll roll through them. But in trying to think of things to talk about on this one, other than just where I'm going, I've seen a lot of other YouTubers lately that have been talking about COVID virus and how it's affected their riding. There was even a couple of other YouTube motovloggers that I had seen challenge other people to it, so I thought, you know, that's a good subject. I'll talk about it too, because I really noticed a trend that a lot of people had actually ridden less, and they talked about how it affected their ability to ride, because a lot of them were doing a lot of commuting miles and things like that. I'm actually quite the opposite. Don't pull my biker badge from me, but in the last few years I really have not done a lot of riding that's commuting, because realistically I have a pretty crappy commute for riding a motorcycle. It's a lot of nothing but freeway and a lot of traffic, and there's no lane splitting or filtering here, so I really don't ride the bike on the commute anymore. So most of my riding now is all just for pleasure and fun. So because of that, I have actually done a lot more riding. I don't have the commuting time, so I have more time in the afternoons. I took my vacations and did my motorcycle trips just like I always would, but that's because I do a lot of wild camp. I don't even need campgrounds to be open, so it's really easy for me during the COVID times, because I just ride out into the woods and I find a place to camp. No big deal. That's exactly what I did on my trip to Montana, which I don't think I'll do a video on. I didn't actually take any video cameras with me, so but I went to Montana early in June, and at that time all of the campgrounds in Oregon were still closed or very minimal reservations allowed. So I just stopped one night in the woods, and I actually ended up stopping really early because I thought I might be riding down some dirt roads for quite a while until I found a spot that I liked, and I rode maybe 500 yards and found a great spot, and it was quiet all night. So that was pretty nice. But unlike so many other people, I think that I have ridden more this summer because I don't get home from work late. I work from home, so I can stop at 3 in the afternoon, get on the bike, and do my thing and go ride for a couple of hours, come back and have dinner. So it's been great. I've gotten a lot of time in doing that stuff, just ripping around roads like this one. I'm a little bit faster at them when I'm not trying to talk, because this is using up a little bit of my concentration. So that's my take on the COVID situation in motorcycling. I think for the people who are struggling and feeling like they're not riding a lot, if you still have the good weather to it, try to use the spare time that you may have from your commuting, or the availability of things, of not having so many people out and about, as a good chance to go out and get some riding in. It doesn't have to be long stuff, but you can try to take a couple hours, and most places within a couple of hours you can at least find something worth riding to. section, although I'm going to admit I mess up this left-hander every single time when I come through here. I don't know what it is about the downhill hairpin, I just always miss my time, and I'm always kicking myself for going in a little too hot or a little too slow. It's like I just cannot find just the right speed for it. This is the left-hand hairpin that I never get right. Yep, see? Ended up adjusting the throttle and was not great about it. I feel like I'm so much slower on the left-hand turns. Does anybody else have that problem where you go one direction a lot better than the other? I think it's subconsciously I don't want to be sticking my head out over the yellow line. That's the only thing that I have been able to come up with that makes any sense. This is no fun, is it? Oh, just when you want to go rip through some corners, it's always a Toyota. Every time. You can't see, we got a nice little section here. But, well, I may not be able to go fast. You got to enjoy it, right? This is such a beautiful area. We're pretty lucky in the fall in the Pacific Northwest. Our weather's usually still pretty decent, and it is just gorgeous. No matter how dry it is in the summer, these trees and everything just stay green because there's so much moisture all winter long that comes through. So I will not complain. Well, I will enjoy every minute of it while I'm on the motorcycle, even stuck behind Toyotas. But chances are there's not going to be any more fun riding because this is pretty much the end of it, and then I'm going to head back home and make some dinner. So thank you very much for watching. If you watched this far, if you like what you saw, give it a like and a subscribe. I really would appreciate that, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. Thanks and goodbye.